there, it's Shirley Young here from Handmade by Shirley. I've just come on to do a quick wee video using some tattered lace, dies and charisma, and it's from the Tattered Lace collection Halcyon Haven. So Tattered Lace usually do dies, and they now started doing charisma, which is this artwork here, which you download free, and you can buy the dies either as a bundle or separately. And this particular set, it's really beautiful. It's got various scenes that you can build. So it's called Halcyon Haven, and it's just lovely. So it's based on kind of a Japanese type theme. So I have cut some card, because I'm just going to make this into a picture. I might put it on a card front, I might put it in a frame, I've not decided. So I've cut out my charisma, and I have some water lilies here. I have 2 lots of each because I'm going to decoupage them up. And I've got some of the beautiful, in the pack you got some lovely printed vellum, so that's one of the sheets, which is lovely cherry blossom in the sky. And then I've just matte and layered it with pieces of card that I had, gold and a sort of nice green glitter piece of card, and a little bit of the backing papers from Tattered Lace as well, because you got some nice, not backing papers, cardstock I should say. So as I say, I've cut out the nice design of it's based on blossom, and it's quite Japanese in look, and there's various different bits of part of it, of this actual set, that you download from Tattered Lace's website, and this is what they use, the charisma. It's called charisma, or you could call it a vignette, which is basically the artwork to coordinate with the dies. This is just one of the dies. This is like the water lily one here. So basically that's the charisma. You put the die on top of that and put it through your die cutting machine, and then voila, that's what comes out. So I'm going to start off by popping my layers together. So as I say, I've got a piece of nice gold here. I'm sure I cut it to 6 by 9 inches, and then this one was, I think, a couple of quarters shorter, and that was 1/8 of an inch shorter. So I'm just going to use a tape pen just to pop these all on quickly, because it's quick and easy. So I'm not really demonstrating this, I'm just telling you of what it is I'm using. So pop that on straight, hopefully. And then, as I say, I've got this nice blue piece of card. You got blue, lilac, purple, what other colours? Sort of nice blush colour, pink, various colours, just to coordinate with this set. I'm just going to hover that over slightly and just pop that on as well. And then I'm just going to pop on the lovely vellum. So I'm just going to pop a bit of the tape pen in a few bits that we're not going to see the vellum on, because you have to watch with vellum, because you know, sometimes you can usually see the tape marks through. So this is going to go directly on top of the blue, like so. There we go. And then I've got this nice boat on the water, which I'm going to pop down there at the bottom. These are actually going to probably just go on flat, although I could use my glue gel is what I use. You could use foam pads as well to heighten your decoupage element, to give it a bit of depth and height. I might actually put some on here, so just put a few blobs on the back. This is pin flare gel glue, so that gives it height and helps it to stand up a little bit off your project to make it a bit more 3D. So I'm actually thinking, no, I should have put this in first, because that needs to go in as well. So that's one of the other things I should have popped in. So I've just actually fussy cut these out, but you do get dies as well for all of these, well, if you buy the whole lot, but you can get separate dies for them. And then this, I've just cut it out again and then cut it in half, so we can put a bit at the back just here to fill that space in. I'm just going to pop that down flat because I don't want that raised really. We'll just pop that in at the back here, like so. Just make sure that's it. And I can just pop a little bit in here as well on the back of that. And I know that's sticky, but I'll be covering that with something. So that's the kind of thing I'm looking to do. So it's just really creating a really, really nice scene. And to either, as I say, put into a frame, make it a picture and give it as a gift, or keep it for yourself, or put it onto the front of a card and give it to somebody. So I've got a couple of pieces of cherry blossom, which I die cut out and put it over the charisma that I downloaded and printed out, just no normal printer, and then put it through my die cutter and cut them out. And then I've got a couple of smaller pieces. I've done 2 of each so that I can decoupage it up. And then I've got the water lilies as well, which I'm going to do the same, I'm going to decoupage them up. So I'm just going to start with the cherry blossom. Now obviously they're snippable as well, so if you wanted, if you didn't want that full thing on, that's maybe too big, you're quite able to just cut it to wherever and stick it. It doesn't have to be the full thing. Depending on your project, whatever you're using it for, it doesn't have to be the full thing, because I might not even use the full thing. So I'm going to just see, I'm just laying this onto my already made scene, just to see where I might pop this cherry blossom, or if it's going to come here further down, or if I'm going to snip it, or if I'm going to have it coming this side. So just play about with that before you stick anything down. Like, I tend to do that with a lot of things. I just play about with things just to see what would look nice, and so I think, yes, I'll do that, and I will kind of cut off my edges, I think. But for now, I'm just going to stick these down flat, and then the upper part, I'm going to shape it slightly. So I had it just kind of, I think it was there, didn't I? So, and then when I come to it, I can cut that off. And the same at this side. I mean, I could have it further down, actually, which might be quite nice. But I'm going to have some like lily pads and things on the bottom, so I don't want it to be too much. Just let me see before I stick that on, like so. That would come there, and then we've got this flower here, which would go over that one, which probably could go there. This one could perhaps go there. And we've got a few others. I'm just seeing which looks better, whether it looks better up there or better down, sort of halfway down. I think it looks better up a bit, just up there I think. So I'm going to put this one down flat first. And just decide if I'm having it there or there. I think I'll have it there. And as I say, that's all snippable, so that can all come off. So just take that off just now. And I'm just going to get the other pieces now, because I'm going to layer them up. So I'm just giving them a bit of a kind of, you know, just teasing them a bit to give them a bit of shape, because, you know, it's nice to make them look a bit more realistic and not so flat looking. So you can do it either way. You can make them pop up the way or down. You could use a ball tool, but I'm just doing it with the heat from my hand, and then that would come over. So I'm going to just pop some bits of glue gel onto the back of various bits of it. So that will make it just pop up a little bit. Don't want too much though. A little bit up here and a little bit there as well. There we go. And then just pop that over the top of the bit you've already kind of popped down, like that. And just don't push it down, just let it rest, because if you push it down it will go flat. You want a bit of height on that, so just leave as is. And just, that's it. I mean, you could put more layers on, but I thought for the purposes of this video I would just do 2. But you could do 3 or 4 if you wanted. It's up to you. You know, it's your project. You decide if you're using this or any other type of decoupage type project. It's entirely up to you how many layers you use. And you can use this photo glue with a syringe. Syringe usually comes with them, but I just find it's easier to pop it on like this, and this one's running out. So I do have another one. So just pop on some of the bits that you want to stand out, and then just let it rest on top like so. As I say, don't really do any pushing down. You can move it around to get it in place, but don't really do any kind of pushing down, because if you push it down it'll just go down flat, and it's the dimension you want. You don't want, you know, it to go flat. So just get it in place where you want it to be. As I say, this one's kind of catching on that one. There we go. Move it again. So you can actually move it a bit. That's better. And there we go. But don't, you know, stick it down flat. So I'm now going to do the same thing with the pin flare at the bottom. Obviously I'm going to put the first layer on flat, so this leaf, I'll decide if I'm putting it, I think I'll put it down here. So I'm just going to put that down flat. Flat means you're just pressing it down with some glue and to put it flat onto the base of whatever you're doing your project onto. So I was going to put that in the corner, and then that one's burst a bit, but we'll still use it. So we'll pop that onto just roughly here, And then that's for this, and then we've got one more flower I think here we can pop on, so just pop that on as well. Right, so now I can start popping on my pin flare just to raise that up a bit. And as I say, you can curve it round or you can just leave it, you don't have to. And remember, don't press it down, you want a bit of height. The same here, just one bit is probably sufficient. I didn't curve it round, but remember, if you want to curve it round, you can. Just, here we go, I haven't pressed that down, I was just making sure it was on. Another piece, just like that. So it's just to give your project a little bit of height and interest. Just squish this up to the top again. There we go. And then we got another one which needs to go, the first bit needs to go down flat as well. I might just put that on the corner, actually, there. And we need our bit of glue there, pin flare gel glue. As I say, you can use pads as well, but it's up to you what you use. And then we've got a few other wee bits of flowers that we can use just to fill it up a bit. We could have more leaves as well coming off it, but you know, it's just up to you if you've got similar things. And you can even stamp images. It doesn't have to always just be die cuts, but you can actually stamp images, cut them out, or fussy cut them or die cut them, depending if you've got dies or if you just want to fussy cut them. You can do that as well. You don't have to, you know, have dies. If you don't have dies, well, that's okay. You can fussy cut them out, and you can, you know, decoupage them up as well. Just going to pop that between here just to fill that up. That wee gap in there. That's flat, going down flat though, so that's fine. And this one can go flat as well. So it's just really creating a bit of a scene, really. It's not doing anything much else. It's just kind of creating the fact that you're making a little scene. Now there's other things, you could put birds on it. You could just leave it as is, or you could put a sentiment on it as well. You know, because it's you know it's going to be your design, your card, so you decide what to do. And then all you would do is leave that all to dry, and then cut off this excess here. And mine isn't quite dry, but I'm just going to cut this bit off at the top and this bit off here, because that's the excess. Oh, and that's come off. That's why you would wait till it's dry to cut that off, and then that's just a really nice scene. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I will still be coming on doing stamping videos and things, but I will be doing other new videos like this as well. So if you enjoyed this and you think, or you know anybody else that might enjoy it, share it to them. Please subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up, and hit the bell button for all my videos when they come online. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye for now.